you're over 60 and starting to notice that your hair just isn't what it used to be. Maybe it's thinning at the crown, or you're seeing more hair on your pillow, in your brush, or down the shower drain after every wash. You're not alone. Thinning hair is one of the most common and frustrating changes we face as we get older. But thinning hair doesn't mean you have to give up on caring about how you look or how confident you feel. You don't need expensive salon treatments or harsh chemicals that promise miracles but end up irritating your scalp. In this video, I'm going to share with you a few simple science-backed solutions, ones that have actually been proven to work. No gimmicks, no sales pitch, just real advice that has helped thousands of people over 60 regain fuller, healthier hair. We'll look at the real reasons why hair gets thinner, and more importantly, what you can start doing today to slow it down and naturally support new hair growth. If you're tired of watching your hair get thinner year after year, stick around, because these solutions might just surprise you and help bring back that spark of hope every time you look in the mirror. Let's get started. I want you to think back. When was the last time you ran your fingers through your hair and felt that it was thick, strong, and full? Has it been a while? One of my patients, Eleanor, she's 68, once sat across from me and sighed. "Doctor, every morning when I brush my hair, I feel like I'm losing more than I still have left on my head." She wasn't joking. And I get it. I truly do. Hair isn't just about looks. For many people, it's tied to confidence, to memories, to who they once were. So what's really going on with our hair after 60? First, hormones. Both men and women experience a drop. Estrogen in women, testosterone in men. And then there's a silent enemy called DHT, a byproduct hormone that slowly shrinks the hair follicles over time. I often compare DHT to tiny raindrops. You don't notice them at first, but over the years, they slowly erode the strength of your hair. Second, poor blood circulation in the scalp. When we're younger, the blood vessels that carry nutrients to each strand of hair work like fast-moving highways. But as we age, they slow down more like old, bumpy back roads. Less blood means less nourishment at the root, and that leads to thinner, weaker, and eventually falling hair. Another reason, and one most people don't think about, is your diet. Hair needs protein, zinc, and biotin. A good shampoo alone isn't going to cut it. I once asked a patient, "Are you getting enough protein every day?" He laughed and said, "Isn't that just for athletes?" And finally, stress. Have you ever noticed that after long periods of stress, like losing a loved one's surgery or dealing with a chronic illness, your hair seems to fall out more? Our bodies always find a way to signal when they're overwhelmed, and hair is often one of the first to speak up. I'm not telling you all this to make you worry. I'm telling you because thinning hair is not something you have to accept helplessly. Once we understand the real causes, that's when we can start making real changes. And that's exactly what I'm going to keep sharing with you right after this. I want you to picture this for a moment. You're taking care of your hair every day, doing what you think is right, but still, it keeps getting thinner little by little. Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, am I doing something wrong without even realizing it? I remember a man named Jim, 63 years old, living in Arizona. He came to see me with this quiet frustration in his voice. "Doc," he said, "I wash my hair every single day with shampoo labeled for strong, healthy hair. I brush it gently, I don't dye it, don't style it, but it's still thinning. Why?" I looked at him and said, "It's because you're trying too hard, without realizing that hair, like a garden, needs the right kind of care. More isn't always better. Washing your hair every day with hot water and strong shampoo can actually overclean, stripping away the natural oils that protect your hair and scalp. But on the flip side, if you wash too little, buildup of oil and dirt can clog hair follicles and weaken them. Neither extreme helps. And here's something most people don't realize. Brushing wet hair, no matter how gently, is like touching a fragile leaf after a storm. Wet hair is at its weakest. Every stroke of the comb pulls out another strand that might have stayed otherwise. Then there are the blow dryers, curling irons, hair dye. They don't destroy your hair overnight, but like the sun slowly fading and drying out an old wooden porch, they wear it down day after day. I'm not saying you have to give everything up. I just want you to understand, hair doesn't just need attention. It needs understanding. Thinning hair is not your fault. But if you're repeating these small habits every day, you might be slowly trading away the hair you care about most without even knowing it. And trust me, just a few small changes can bring that hair back to life. You know, a lot of people come to me and ask, "Doctor, is there a shampoo that makes hair grow faster?" And I usually smile and say, the better question is, have you been nourishing your hair from the inside? Hair, no matter how much you style it or condition it, is still a part of your body, and your body can't grow anything strong or healthy if it's running on empty. I once had a patient named Linda, 67 years old. She ate very little meat because she was afraid of cholesterol, barely drank water because she didn't want to wake up at night to use the bathroom, and slept poorly due to stress. The result? Her hair wasn't just thinning. Her nails were brittle, her skin was wrinkling, and she felt tired all the time. We started with the basics. Adding protein from salmon, eggs, and soy, a little hydrolyzed collagen each morning, and natural biotin from avocados and almonds. After a few months, Linda didn't just notice stronger hair. She felt like she was recharged. See, thinning hair doesn't always need medicine. Sometimes it just needs you to take better care of yourself. Here's what I suggest. Eat more dark leafy greens, berries, and fatty fish. They're full of natural anti-inflammatory nutrients. Drink water consistently throughout the day. Don't wait until you're thirsty. And if you can get a solid 7 hours of deep sleep every night, that might be the best hair supplement you'll ever give yourself. Just remember this. Your body still knows how to heal at any age. And the beautiful part is that thinning hair can get stronger and fuller when you start from within. In the next part, I'll walk you through how to care for your hair from the outside, so you can combine both approaches and see real results day by day. Don't click away just yet. The most important part is coming up next. I always tell my patients, caring for your hair from the inside is essential, but if you ignore how you treat it on the outside, it's like walking around with just one shoe on. I once had a patient named Bill, 71 years old, retired, living a pretty simple life. He told me, "Doc, I've been using the same 2-in-1 shampoo for decades. Why isn't it working anymore?" I asked him, "Would you use face wash to clean your dishes?" He burst out laughing, and that's when it clicked. Your scalp, just like the skin on your face, needs gentle care. If you're using heavily scented, super foamy shampoos that leave your hair feeling squeaky clean, chances are it's stripping away the natural oils your scalp needs to stay balanced and healthy. Instead, go for milder shampoos that contain caffeine or ketoconazole. These ingredients help stimulate hair follicles and reduce inflammation. And here's something I want you to try starting today. Scalp massage. Just 5 minutes a day. No fancy technique needed. Use your fingertips, not your nails. Press gently and move in slow circles from your forehead to the back of your head, then out to the sides. What are you doing? You're boosting circulation. You're waking up hair follicles that have been quietly dozing for too long. Just like plants need soft, healthy soil to grow, your hair needs a healthy scalp as its foundation. And finally, treat your hair like you would treat an old friend, with care, with gentleness, without asking too much from it. Cut back on high heat from blow dryers. Minimize coloring, straightening, or curling. Thinning hair doesn't always mean you're aging. Sometimes, it just means your hair has been tired for too long. In the next part, I'll share a few modern, natural support therapies that I've personally used with hundreds of older patients. Because sometimes, just one small change can open a brand new chapter for the hair you thought had already given up. I know there are times when you've tried everything, eating well, being gentle with your hair, and still, your hair isn't getting much thicker. And then you start to wonder, maybe this is just part of getting older, and I should learn to accept it? I want to ask you not to give up just yet, because science today is opening new doors, and you deserve to walk through them, whether you're 60, 70, or beyond. One of the safest and most well-researched treatments is 5% minoxidil. Whether you're a man or a woman, the spray or foam version of minoxidil can help extend the life cycle of your hair, slow down shedding, and stimulate new growth. I often describe it as a gentle daily reminder to your body, hey, keep nourishing what's still here, because it still matters. Another method I trust with my patients, and even use myself, is microneedling combined with a hair growth serum. Just a small roller with tiny, ultrafine needles. It helps create little entryways in the scalp so the nutrients can absorb more deeply. It's like lightly tilling the soil before planting seeds, a quiet, hopeful act of care. And if you prefer a natural route, rosemary or peppermint essential oils can be great companions. Just a few drops mixed with carrier oil, gently massage into your scalp. You'll feel not only your hair being nourished, but also your spirit calming down. There's something about those scents, both classic and healing. I'm not here to promise miracles, but I do believe in patience and in the power of small, steady changes. You know, I used to think thinning hair was just inevitable, just part of the price we pay for time. But after hundreds of conversations with patients, thousands of hours of research, and walking alongside people just like you, I've come to understand something much deeper. Thinning hair isn't a life sentence. It's a sign, a quiet signal for us to pause, to listen to our bodies, and to start caring for ourselves with more kindness. Maybe you've lost some of the thickness you once had, but you've never lost your power to choose. You can still make changes, one meal at a time, one small habit at a time, one choice at a time. And more importantly, even if your hair is thinning, your confidence doesn't have to fade with it. Hair is just one part of you. Your strength, your eyes, your voice, your smile, they can still shine just as brightly as ever. I'm not here to tell you that you need to look young again. I just hope you don't give up on yourself, because every cell in your body is still waiting to be nourished, to heal, to be loved. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. And if today you feel just a little lighter, if even a small spark of hope found its way back to you, then we've already done something truly meaningful. If you found this video helpful, if something in your heart just felt a little more at peace, I invite you to hit like as a way of saying, I'm ready to make a change, even a small one. And if you'd like to keep walking this journey of health after 50 with me, go ahead and hit subscribe. No pressure. No need to turn on notifications if you don't want to. Just know this. Each week, I'll be right here again, sharing with you the most honest, helpful things I know. Before you go, I want to leave you with one question. If you could change just one thing for your hair, where would you start? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one. And who knows, maybe your story will be the light someone else needs to find hope. Thank you for staying with me. I'll see you in the next video, where we won't just talk about hair, but about how to live gently with ourselves at any age.